0869-465-2555. Monday to Friday from 11 a.m. to 12 noon. One solid hour of in-depth analysis of the machinery that makes our country tick. The Edge, cutting into the matters at hand.
Today is Friday, October 18th, 2024, and you're listening to The Edge here in ZIZ Radio, 96.1 FM. I'm Devonne Cornelius, and thank you for joining me in the program for today. This program is also being carried live via our social media platforms. Check us out on our YouTube channel at ZIZ Online and via Facebook at ZIZ Broadcasting Corporation. When we open the phone lines, you may call us at 465-2555 or 718-577-2916. Those are the numbers you call to lend your voice to the conversation at hand. It's a beautiful day. It's the end of the week, and I'm happy to be here. I'm hoping that you are happy to be alive as well here in Sugar City, St. Kitts, and over there in Queen City, Nevis, and looking forward to having a conversation with you. Just before we starting the program, I want to share a few updates with you with regards to things happening here in St. Kitts and Nevis. There is a new screening equipment at the Joseph and France General Hospital, so residents of St. Kitts and Nevis who are older than the age of 45 and others with a family history of cancer are strongly encouraged to get screened for colon cancer. So if you are 45 years and older and you have a family history of cancer, you are strongly encouraged to get screened for colon cancer. Dr. Mark Grant, Consultant General Surgeon at the Joseph and France General Hospital, shared the advice recently while discussing the recent addition of two colonoscopies and two gastroscopes at the JNF General Hospital. He said, we want for somebody who is at the age of 45 years to say, I need to have a colonoscopy. He stated, it shouldn't be because you had a change in your bowel movement or have some form of infection there. So what the doctor is saying is, if you are over 45 and you have a family history of cancer, you are strongly encouraged to go and get yourself screened. It is important that you do so. Early detection saves lives. We always hear that. Early detection saves lives. And so do not wait until the last minute to say you want to get checked. Do so right now. I need to get some water, so let me take a break and I'll be right back.
Hey, guess what? It's Radio Market.
Call in and sell your merchandise. You can negotiate, give away and trade.
We on radio, internet, and TV.
Like us, share us, and subscribe to
ZIZonline.com.
And remember, we don't sell nothing over $5,000.
Call
Radio Market, every Saturday morning at 10 o'clock. Call 465-2555, 662-8674 or 718-577-2916. ZIZ Radio, giving back to the people.
This is my land, my island, our home. The climate has changed, it's becoming strange. mitigation, development with policies and plans. Let's change our ways, protect our lands. Get involved, every child, woman and man. Island resilience has got the plan. This is my land, my island, our home. It's time to come together to keep her forever resilient and strong.
Island Resilience, promoting a climate of change. The Climate Change Adaptation and Sustainable Land Management Initiative of the OECS Commission, funded by the European Union.
Welcome back to The Edge on ZIZ Radio 96.1 FM. I'm Devonne Cornelius, your host, and thank you for joining me on the program. I think I may have picked up an ear particle or something, but because... Alright, so I was making mention of the advice from Dr. Mark Grant, a general surgeon, who is encouraging people over the age of 45 to get themselves screened. If you're over 45 and you have family history of cancer, go and get yourself screened. It is important that you do so. Early detection saves lives. Don't wait until the last minute and say, boy, if I had known, I would have done that. Dr. Drew, in his address regarding the Citizenship by Investment Program, CBI, on Thursday night, made mention of a number of initiatives that are currently in the pipeline by the government of St. Kitts and Nevis, and these programs are partly being funded through, by the state and other partnerships. But he made mention of the Climate Smart Hospital, which is funded by the Republic of China, Taiwan, the new Bastia High School, which is slated to break ground in early 2025, and the Smart Homes Initiative, which is set to deliver, according to the Prime Minister, 100 hurricane-resistant homes by the end of 2024. And you'll hear more on this in our upcoming newscast. I'm going to open the phone lines now and begin taking your calls on what came out of the Prime Minister's address last evening, or anything of national importance that you'd like to raise here on the program for today. We'll begin taking your calls now at 465-2555 or 718-577-2916. You're listening to The Edge for Friday, October 18th, 2024. But in a nutshell, the Prime Minister's address focused on the CBA program. He made mention of figures that, he shared details on the revenues generated by the program since 2019. And he made mention of a number of reforms that has since taken place. The 5 countries in the region that have CBI programs, they have signed a memorandum of agreement where they have agreed to certain standards and principles for the operation of the CBI programs. The Prime Minister mentioned that the reality with CBI programs is that it's vulnerable or susceptible to international politics and scrutiny from our international partners. We know for quite some time the EU and those other larger economies or countries have been publicly scrutinizing the CBA programs in the region. And so what is being said essentially is that it is not wise for us to have all of our eggs in one basket. Serious attention must be paid to diversifying the economy and looking at areas where we can make money. As it is, I think from the last budget debate, from the budget presentation, we realized that more than 60% of our revenue came from the CBA program. And so if we are to be realistic, if we look at that and we say what happens tomorrow if we are to lose the CBA program, then that is 60% of our revenue that is now gone. And so we must pay attention to other areas aggressively, and we must be able to diversify the economy. And this needs everybody on board in terms of diversifying the economy and ensuring that all of our eggs are not in one basket. Yes, the program has been, I would say, very good to St. Kitts and Nevis and other Caribbean islands, St. Lucia, Grenada, the other islands, Antigua and Barbuda, that have CBA programs. We know the Caribbean is also a region that focuses on tourism, and lately there has been focus on agriculture with regards to the 25 by 25 agenda and different initiatives. But tourism and agriculture cannot just be the only two sectors that we focus on. We have to look at building out the small business economy, looking at those areas and providing support where necessary. Those business owners also have to continue to come up with strong business plans, because it is one thing to say that you're supporting a small business, but if there is no strong business plan, then it may not last. We want businesses that will start today, and 20, 40, 50 years from today, they are still in operation and they're making a meaningful contribution to the economy, where they are employing people. So that is absolutely necessary and important. But that was the focus of the address last night. The Prime Minister also spoke to the Sustainable Island State agenda in terms of doing things and having projects that are sustainable. The Climate Smart Hospital is one such project, and the new Bastia High School. It is 11:14. Let's take a break, and when we come back, we'll continue the conversation here on The Edge and open up the phone lines to take your calls for you to lend your voice to the conversation at hand. Stay tuned, and we'll be right back.
Hey, guess what? It's Radio Market.
Call in and sell your merchandise. You can negotiate and negotiate, give and trade.
We on radio, internet, and TV.
Like us, share us, and subscribe to
ZIZonline.com.
And remember, we don't sell nothing over $5,000. Radio Market, every Saturday morning at 10 o'clock. Call 465-2555, 662-8674, or 718-577-2916. ZIZ Radio, giving back to the people.
Every Saturday from 4 p.m. to 8 p.m., ZIZ Radio goes into overdrive with the Magic Fingers Ronnie Rascal Mega Mix Show. You heard? Lock your dial to 96.1 FM. It's the show that brings the vibes to your Saturday afternoon lime, bar hopping, party hangouts, or just driving around. You don't want to miss the Saturday Mega Mix Show. You don't want to miss the Saturday Mega Mix Show. It's old school and new school remixes by yours truly, Magic Fingers, Ronnie Rascal, every Saturday from 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. ZIZ Radio.
In the house.
Welcome back to The Edge here on ZIZ Radio, 96.1 FM. Still in the local scene, the Ministry of Agriculture hands over thousands of banana and plantain suckers to farmers and backyard gardeners. So, towards its drive to reduce the Federation's high importation of food, the Ministry of Agriculture, Fisheries and Marine Resources held a distribution drive on Wednesday of this week, where thousands of banana and plantain suckers were handed over to local farmers and backyard gardeners in St. Kitts. In total, approximately 13,000 banana suckers and between 12 to 15,000 plantain suckers were distributed during the highly successful drive, which formed part of the activities for the week-long observance of World Food Day, observed annually on October 16th. Head of the Crops Program, or the Crop Division at the Ministry of Agriculture, Ian Chapman, noted that the crop distribution will ultimately play a role in boosting local food production and reducing the country's dependency on imported produce. So we know St. Kitts and Nevis, we do have a very high food import bill, and the focus by the Ministry of Agriculture is for our people to consume local. Mr. Chapman said that the initiative was spearheaded and led by the 25 by 25 program as the ministry continues its intervention to help reduce the food import bill. When we look at the statistics, banana and plantains are two commodities we see of high imports. Now, apart from being consumed fresh, both bananas and plantains are widely used in agro-processing sector to create a variety of products. Wednesday's activity was the second distribution drive for banana and plantain suckers this year. Earlier in July, the ministry distributed roughly 26,000 suckers to farmers across St. Kitts. Both distribution drives were held at the designated Agriculture Open Day site at the Royal Bastia Valley National Park. So the focus is to reduce the food import bill. Now this is going to be a tall task in terms of reducing our food import bill. When you go to the supermarket, 90% of the things that are on the shelves, they were not made here. And the reality is we will not be in a position anytime soon, that is, to make 90% of our food, because we don't have the human resource, we don't have the infrastructure, we don't have the capital to do all of that here. But we should be able to go into the store and buy local in terms of our fruits and vegetables. We shouldn't have to be importing things like broccoli. We shouldn't have to be importing things like lettuce. All of that should be 100% local. Now, you may have one or two farmers who are very consistent. You may have the Ministry of Agriculture with their crop division that are consistent. But is it enough to supply food to more than 40,000 people consistently without long periods of shortage? And that is the focus. When we say that St. Kitts and Nevis wants to reduce its food import bill, it's not just to reduce that food import bill, but it is to ensure that the food that we are producing locally, we are producing it consistently, and not this month we have an abundance of food and next month we don't. And so that is the focus, to have food that is being produced consistently and to have food that is produced in the best way possible in terms of the quality of the food. And really and truly, when you look at the food import bill, it is indeed high. And this also ties into community and public health, because, every day you hear people trying to raise funds because of whatever illnesses, cancer, the big C being the most prevalent in our country, a lot of what we consume. And it's a case where people don't have the choice. Certain things that you consume would have to come from the supermarket. And these things are packed with chemicals and different sorts of things. Even though it is marked safe, eating from a can is not healthy at all. And so every year you hear people come down with different forms of cancer. And sometimes we don't even know what the root cause of that cancer may have been. But eating and consuming local is definitely the way to go. Because not only are you supporting the local economy and keeping the money circulating within the economy, but you are helping the situation as it relates to public health. And so you're eating healthier, you're eating food that is produced here, and it may very well decrease our instances of non-communicable diseases and people coming down with different forms of illnesses and what have you. But it is easier said than done, I believe, in terms of reducing our food import bill. It is a lot that we have to do, and any type of support that could be given to farmers and backyard gardeners is absolutely welcomed and necessary. If we say we want to reduce our food import bill, our farmers and backyard gardeners must be at the forefront of that. And they must be supported in every way, shape or form to ensure that we get to that, and we get to that sooner. Now, people have been saying, this is October, just a few months left before 2025. Are we going to get to that target? That is the big question. When you look at it realistically, we're not going to be able to reduce our food import bill by 25% by 2025. It does not mean that we should not continue the work that we have been doing. And so if you have been working or making your contribution to try to reduce the food import bill by 25% by the year 2025, even though we are in the latter part of October, can still continue, because that may have been the aim, but we're still trying to get our food import bill down so that our people can consume food that is healthy, food that is produced here. It is 11:24. We have our first call for this morning, so let's head to the phone lines.
Yeah, don't forget that it is said too that the styrofoam boxes come.
I'm sorry, caller, I'm not hearing you clearly. The radio is competing with you. Turn on your radio, please.
Don't forget it is said too that the styrofoam boxes cause a lot of cancer, and we use them every day.
That is why we implemented the plastic ban initiative, but we realized that there has been, when I say we, the Ministry of Environment, there has been a lot of pushback from people in St. Kitts and Nevis with regards to the plastic ban. So
no, I'm talking about the styrofoam food boxes.
Yes, so that's a part of the plastic ban.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a part of the plastic ban. The styrofoam boxes, in terms of phasing them out, that is a part of the plastic ban, but there has been a lot of pushback with regards to that. Do we have another call on the line? All right, the phone lines remain open at 465-2555 or 718-577-2916. The caller did make a very interesting point there with regards to the styrofoam boxes. Yes, most of us eat from them every single day, plastic bowls and all of these things. But there is a initiative that was launched by the Ministry of Environment in terms of the plastic ban, and it is not being well supported from my point of view. When I look at it, it's not being well supported in terms of banning plastic from St. Kitts and Nevis, albeit it's being done in phases. So it's not a ban across the board completely. It is being done in phases, and so people are being given the opportunity to find alternatives. The government is trying to come up with alternatives in terms of different things that we can use to ban the plastic. Yes, our phones, the vehicles that we drive, the devices that we work around, most of them are made from plastic. But let us be realistic. We can't ban them today. We can't ban them for tomorrow. We can do certain things in phases. And so for the things that we directly use and directly touch, such as the same styrofoam that the caller mentioned, those are things that Caribbean islands are seeking to completely ban from entering their country. It's 11:28. Let's take a break, and when we come back, we'll continue our conversation here on The Edge for today, Friday. Stay tuned.
The future is unknown. Protect your life, your family, and your valuables from unforeseen circumstances. Let National Caribbean Insurance give you the peace of mind that you so deserve. At NCI, we offer a suite of affordable insurance plans that can be tailored to ease your financial burden. We aim to deliver exceptional products to satisfy all your insurance needs. Whether life, health, motor, or property insurance, NCI has the right solution for you. Our friendly and knowledgeable sales professionals are ready and able to assist you. Let National Caribbean Insurance Company Limited help you to prepare for the unexpected. We serve, we protect, we satisfy. That's NCI.
Guess what? What? September 2024 marks the official start of Aspire.
And our government has a super cool gift just for us.
$1,000 in savings and investments.
$500 will be held in a savings account.
That will go as you go.
And $500 in shares kept safely until you are qualified to access it.
And it belongs to us. Not mommy, no daddy.
And not only that, you'll be learning all about how to manage your money wisely at school too.
Yes, all children ages 5 to 18 who are citizens of St. Kitts and Nevis
and registered at a school, including homeschool, will qualify.
I can't wait for September 2024.
But I am the first group ever to benefit from this program.
Yay! To saving, investing, and
watching our money grow.
Join us in St. Kitts and Nevis. Over 5 decades of uniting culture, music, and spirit in one unforgettable celebration. Here, the energy is infectious, the vibes electric, where every corner of the island pulses with life. Sugar Mass 53, St. Kitts and Nevis National Carnival. December 13th, 2024, January 2nd, 2025. 20 days of non-stop carnival revelry. It's the only place to be. Sugar Mass 53. From night till morning.
Hello and welcome back to The Edge on ZIZ Radio 96.1 FM. I'm Devonne Cornelius, and thank you for joining me in the program for today, Friday. If you are just tuning in, you are listening to The Edge. I'll be sharing some information with regards to agriculture in St. Kitts and Nevis regarding the distribution of plantain and banana suckers to farmers here on the island of St. Kitts. Earlier this year, in July, they distributed 26,000. And recently, on Wednesday, they distributed 13,000 banana suckers and between 12 to 15,000 plantain suckers. And we know that these plantains and bananas are used for agro processing, and there are a number of other things that could come from using banana and plantains. But the aim is to support the farmers so that we can produce local food and stop importing so much food from overseas. Keep the money circulating in the country. That is the aim. 25 by 25 agenda. Are we going to get there by 2025 based off of where we are now? Of course, that is the big question. Now, earlier this year, I shared with you, a document entitled a transformative blueprint for a sustainable future, and it focused on the 25 by 2025 agenda. And in the document, it listed targets, actionable strategies, and supporting initiative. It spoke about market intelligence, risk management initiatives in terms of things that are a threat to achieving the 25 by 2025, and generally things that are a threat towards agriculture in St. Kitts and Nevis. So I want to share with you again the statistics as it relates to the food import bill for St. Kitts. So the food import bill for St. Kitts and Nevis demonstrates a discernible trend over the past 5 years, reflecting varying monetary values of imported food. In 2018, the nation's expenditure on food imports amounted to $191 million, experiencing a slight decrease to $183 million in 2019. This trend persisted in subsequent years, with figures reaching $175 million in 2020 and $164 million in 2021. I'll stick a pin there and I'll take this call. Hello, caller, you're on the air. Good morning.
Good morning, Devon.
Yes, how are you today?
Oh, not so bad. Now we've on my little input to this program this morning about farming, banana, coconut, and all those things. That's why I always got to call the Right Honorable Sir Robert Llewellyn Batcher. Because, let me tell you, Devon, I tell you back in the 70s, when I coming up as a small boy, he had a place to call Hole. He had Winfield Mountain. He had all those around the country. More banana walk all around the country. Right? He had coconut walk. Coconut can't done. Coconut jump off the tree, we just got to left them because we drink so much. You know? And them time we coconut just ain't selling much. Only people used to do much like coconut with sugar cake, and some people had coconut tree in the yard. Sometimes they load up the tractor and they're going tongue with coconut selling. With the coconut selling. Mm-hmm. And they're what I'm trying to say, right? If government after government, they continue the legacy of Robert Batcher, I do not think we'll have got all these problems. You understand? You're not bringing in banana tree now. It's all like that. We just started with the crop farming. I plant banana. I plant coconut tree, however. We bringing them. You understand? These are things we had here grow. Oh, we're growing and all. You had banana people start growing. When you look banana tree just grow up well like that, you could have got a place to call Rura. We used to call it Ventura. You could have got Ventura with people, eat them old time people to walk wrong. And just cut up a bunch of banana tree when you go look a bunch of banana. When you go look mango. You just cut a bunch of banana, nobody even tell you that because nobody works there going there now. You understand? And I believe that if these men they continue, if the government after government they continue and do a farm. I mean, when you say one thing, you know, a lot of these young modern people, they're interested in farming, eh? Mm. They're interested in farming. And, you know, I believe that people like me and others who really was interested in farming, grab them people, livestock, going farming and all those things, grab them. And if they continue to grab some of these old-time farmers and continue, put them in an area that they could get young people, just look out at this step program, put them in a crop farm to work. You know, let them continue the legacy over the old generation and the old, you know, politicians them left off. You understand? Gone left. But you continue, that's why we in this kind of crisis now. And the monkey them too. We will not have to get so much problem with monkey. Because the monkey population will chin up because people will walk down and then, you know, they'll eliminate some of the monkey them. All right then.
All right, Carter, thank you for your contribution to the program. You're listening to The Edge here on ZIZ Radio 96.1 FM. So, another caller, let's take this call. Hello, caller, you're on the air. Good morning. You're gonna have to turn down the radio. You have to, hello? You have a device or something close to you? Okay, try to call us back because there's too much feedback. Let's hit this other call.
Hey, good morning.
Yes, good morning, caller.
The agriculture we're talking about, I'm planting food. Man who gone, I tell you, at government, I can't really about the same thing. I used to work in a sugar. And if need must is water table, use the whole need must for plant food. See, now that money can send this nigga to feed us. South America, now we feed ourselves as we could do it. We got the prisoners, them. We got the policemen, them. We got the pet people, them. All them, they could put in the ground. The people, they going to put the school. Right, when they don't clean up. All them, they could plant things, plant different fields of things. Field of potato, field of this, field of that, and you get the soldiers of them to guard, some of them, people to guard them. So I don't know what problem all we got, but the politicians, them go get food, maybe they ain't let the young people, so they don't care. I don't think they care, man. Who gone and who here, and who coming, don't care about farming. They hear them say, don't bring back, but it takes men. Remember all these men who pay these, we don't have a nearest man, old man, my father-in-law, and different men was in think it, and them used to do the most cultivation down here, and they don't dead and gone. And me no see where they can bring, how they could bring back some things here. I don't know. I tell you, my damn care we had a user. Not tractor, no. And no plowing, no. Man, I hold with hand and foot, no. Be a foot and thing, no. All right, me not understand what's going on here. Okay, all the best.
All right, caller, thank you for your contribution to the program. Another caller, let's hit this one. Hello. Hello, good morning, caller. Hello? I'm not here. Yes, caller, you're on the air. Good morning. Yeah, I'm not hearing the caller clearly. I'm not hearing another caller? Yes, it's 11:39. We're going to bring the program to a close at 11:45 in preparation for the midday news. So let me apologize for that, but we'll take your calls up until then at 465-2555 or 718-577-2916. Let's take this call. Hello, caller. You're on the air. Good morning.
Yes, greetings.
Yes, go ahead.
Okay, we're going to step on farming. Two things. On behalf of the farmers them in Nevis, I want to thank the Ministry of Agriculture in Sinkis for rendering assistance on top of what they are getting in Nevis. You know, they say they are very appreciative of the support that they are getting from the Ministry of Agriculture in Sinkis up to the time. Okay, the other thing we want to talk about is we always talk about the nastiness that is overflowing from the homes to the street. We want to implore farmers to keep their farms clean, free from all the foreign things that they know that is not good for the farm. Keep their farm clean. We visit a few farms and we are seeing bottles and plastic, this and that. That is not good. Let us try and keep our farms as clean as possible. And anyone come to our farms with their nastiness, we let them know straight up. We don't tolerate such, Give thanks to the time. Blessed love.
Thank you so much, caller, for your contribution to the program. It's 11:41. I'm going to call on the line. It's 11:41 and you're listening to The Edge here on ZIZ Radio 96.1 FM. I agree with you, caller, there in terms of keeping the farms and areas clean. Generally, keeping St. Kitts and Nevis clean. That is a challenge that we have as well. While efforts have been made by public health, environmental health, the Solid Waste Management Authority and Corporation in both St. Kitts and Nevis to provide bins and helping to keep the country clean, the onus is also on us as individuals. It's not you're not helping the environment when you dump your fridge in the gut. You dump your washing machine in the gut. When you take bags and bags and bags of garbage and you dump them in the gut. Let's head back to the phone lines and we'll take this call. Hello, caller, you're on the air. Good morning.
Yeah, Devonne again. Devonne, I remember when I was young growing up, right? And them old-time farmers. Some of the government ministers, they used to come on the farm, you know. They come on the farm and they get carrot, they get sweet potatoes, they get whatever dear. I remember when the man used to come visit you, see what you're doing. You know? It's not agriculture. Nobody because agriculture right now. Just come and see how your animals them doing now whatsoever. I don't want to go anywhere, I tell you. But I remember back in the 80s and close in the early 90s that this guy used to come around and see which your animal, how your animal them look, see if they want medicine, pay attention to them, the vet used to come around. But you ain't see nothing like that now. Everybody just like relax. When they're on the job, they just relax. You know? I don't have to go anywhere now because I know that back in them time, they used to come check me animals them. Come say they will say that Mr. I said this animal want the worm. That one want the worm. Alright? And then they will help you. If you got the money, you go buy the worm and you deworm it yourself. You understand? But nothing like that now. You ain't seeing nothing like that. Nobody coming around and assisting and doing nothing. Everybody just about it look like just about the work and the packet. They don't care about nothing. Even with the battles them flying up and down the place. With these loose battles flying up and down the place. And you got the program, you know. I think you got a program now for these things, you know. That's recycling the battle them. In the school and so. I don't pick up the battle and I tell them about the school them. The school where they work. And get them there, put them there. And some of them got a lady in the village that do it too, and I pick them up and I carry it, get it. Yeah. You understand? We got to keep our country clean. We got to be real, man. Okay, then, Devonne.
All right, caller, thank you for your contribution. It is 11:44, and we're going to have to bring the program to a close. You've been listening to The Edge for Friday, October 18th, 2024. And until next time, you guys stay safe. Again, let me apologize for bringing the program to a close so soon. But we'll be back on Monday. God spare life. Don't drink and drive. Don't text and drive. And you have a good one. Goodbye.